Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation that makes people question their own perception of reality. The term comes from the 1938 play Gaslight, where a husband manipulates his wife into doubting her sanity. In real life, gaslighting can affect anyone, from personal relationships to workplaces, and it undermines your confidence and self-trust, leading to a damaging loss of reality. At its core, gaslighting is about making you doubt your own experiences, memories, or feelings. The manipulator uses lies, contradictions, and deceit to confuse you. Over time, the constant manipulation leads to self-doubt and a distorted view of what is real and what isn't. Victims often begin to question their own judgment. The first sign of gaslighting is denial. When the gaslighter is confronted with evidence of their behavior, they will often deny what happened. For example, if you express your feelings about something they've done, they might say, "You're just imagining things," or "that never happened." This rejection of reality makes you question your own perceptions. Another common tactic used by gaslighters is trivializing. The gaslighter may make you feel like your thoughts and feelings are unimportant. They might say things like, "You're overreacting," or "You're too sensitive." This tactic is used to dismiss your reality and make you feel guilty for expressing emotions, even when they are perfectly valid. Withholding is another form of gaslighting. The manipulator may withhold information or pretend not to understand what you're saying in order to confuse or frustrate you. By denying access to important details or refusing to engage in honest conversations, they can create a sense of isolation and control over your sense of reality. Gaslighting can also involve countering, where the manipulator disputes your memories. For example, they might tell you, "That's not what happened. You're just forgetting it wrong." This technique distorts your memory and makes you question your own mind, often leaving you feeling unsure and vulnerable. A more subtle form of gaslighting is forgetting. The gaslighter may purposely forget important events or conversations, especially those that make them look bad. They might say, "I don't remember that," or "You're making things up." This tactic makes the victim feel invalidated and reinforces the idea that their version of events is unreliable. Gaslighting isn't always done intentionally. Some manipulators use it out of habit or as a way of avoiding responsibility. However, the effects are the same. Victims feel confused, anxious, and disconnected from their own reality. This confusion deepens over time as the gaslighter continues to undermine the victim's sense of self. The long-term effects of gaslighting can be profound. Victims often experience anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Their mental health suffers as a result of constant manipulation and questioning. Over time, they may become isolated, feeling like they can't trust anyone, including themselves. This emotional toll can be debilitating. In extreme cases, gaslighting can lead to psychological abuse. The manipulator's goal is to maintain control over the victim, often by convincing them they are unstable or irrational. The victim may feel completely dependent on the gaslighter for emotional validation, which perpetuates the cycle of manipulation and control. Recognizing gaslighting can be difficult because the manipulator often uses small, seemingly innocent actions that are easy to overlook. However, these small actions accumulate over time, and the cumulative effect is damaging. Victims may feel uncertain and confused, unsure if they can trust their own thoughts or perceptions. The gaslighter's ultimate goal is to make you feel helpless and powerless. By making you doubt yourself, they gain more control over you. It's a gradual process, where your confidence erodes, and your ability to make decisions becomes impaired. Self-doubt is the weapon used to keep you under their influence. One of the most significant impacts of gaslighting is its effect on self-identity. Victims may begin to lose touch with who they truly are. They start to wonder if they are crazy, over-emotional, or incompetent, even though these feelings are often the result of someone else's manipulation. This identity confusion can be devastating and difficult to overcome without proper support. Victims of gaslighting may also experience disconnection from others. As their sense of reality becomes more distorted, they may feel isolated and unable to connect with friends or family. The gaslighter often pushes the victim away from their support system, making it harder to break free from the manipulation. This isolation can worsen the feelings of anxiety and despair. The first step to overcoming gaslighting is to recognize the signs. If you feel like you're being manipulated or doubting your own reality, it's important to take a step back and assess the situation. Ask yourself if the behavior you're experiencing is normal, or if it's designed to make you question yourself. Trusting your instincts is critical in identifying Breaking free from gaslighting requires setting boundaries. It's essential to protect yourself from further manipulation by asserting your right to your own reality. This may involve distancing yourself from the gaslighter and seeking support from trusted friends, family, or a therapist. Building a strong support network is key to rebuilding your confidence and mental well-being. In the next part, we will discuss specific strategies for confronting gaslighters, rebuilding your sense of reality, and healing from the trauma caused by this form of psychological manipulation. The road to recovery can be challenging, but with the right tools and support, it's entirely possible to regain control of your mental health and self-worth. To confront gaslighting effectively, the first step is to acknowledge that it's happening. Often, victims of gaslighting doubt themselves and dismiss their feelings. This self-doubt is a direct result of manipulation. When you begin to trust your instincts, it becomes easier to recognize the toxic behavior. Being aware of the manipulation tactics is the first step toward regaining control of your reality. Once you recognize that you're being gaslit, it's important to assert your boundaries. Gaslighters thrive on weak boundaries, as it allows them to manipulate and control. Clearly state what behavior is unacceptable and stand firm in your decisions. You may need to be consistent in reinforcing your boundaries, as gaslighters will attempt to push them repeatedly. Another vital strategy is to document your experiences. Keep a journal or record events where you feel your reality is being questioned. Writing things down helps you maintain perspective and provides evidence that can validate your feelings. It allows you to track patterns of behavior, which can be crucial when dealing with gaslighters. Reaching out for support is also essential in breaking free from gaslighting. Talking to trusted friends, family, or a therapist can help you gain clarity and reaffirm your perspective. External validation is often needed when gaslighters cause you to question your sanity. Therapy is particularly helpful in rebuilding your self-esteem and confidence. An important step in healing from gaslighting is to rebuild your self-worth. Gaslighting makes you feel like you're not good enough or that your emotions are invalid. Self-affirmations and positive self-talk can help counteract these negative beliefs. Remind yourself of your strengths, your accomplishments, and the things that make you worthy of respect and love. You can also practice self-compassion. Instead of blaming yourself for being manipulated, treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Gaslighting is not your fault, and it's important to give yourself permission to heal without guilt. Self-compassion helps you reconnect with your own value and reminds you that you are not the cause of another person's harmful behavior. Once you start recognizing gaslighting and setting boundaries, it's time to remove yourself from toxic situations or relationships. Gaslighting can only continue if you allow it. If possible, distance yourself from the person or group responsible for the manipulation. Sometimes, the only way to break free is to cut ties completely to reclaim your mental and emotional health. Building a support network of understanding individuals is crucial for ongoing recovery. Surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries and validate your feelings. These individuals should be people you can trust to help you stay grounded in reality. A strong support system will encourage you to continue building your strength and overcoming the manipulation. It's also important to practice mindfulness to stay centered. Mindfulness helps you remain present in the moment and can prevent you from getting swept up in the emotions created by gaslighting. By focusing on your breath and grounding yourself, you can reduce anxiety and reframe negative thoughts, improving your overall mental well-being. As you begin to heal, recognize that the journey to recovery may not be linear. There will be setbacks, but that doesn't mean you've failed. Healing takes time, and it's important to celebrate the small victories along the way. Whether it's recognizing a manipulative behavior or speaking up for yourself, these moments of empowerment are significant. Another powerful tool is to educate yourself about gaslighting. Understanding the tactics that gaslighters use can help you stay informed and prepared. Knowledge is empowering and can make it easier to spot manipulation tactics early on. Being well-versed in psychological manipulation will help you protect yourself in the future. It's also critical to work on rebuilding your sense of self. Gaslighting can cause you to lose touch with who you are and what you value. Spend time reflecting on your core beliefs, what makes you happy, and what brings you peace. By reconnecting with your authentic self, you'll gain the confidence to assert your boundaries and make choices that align with your well-being. During the recovery process, remember that you are not alone. Many people have been affected by gaslighting, and support communities can be a source of strength and inspiration. Whether online or in person, connecting with others who have had similar experiences can help you feel understood and empowered. Sharing stories and advice can make you feel less isolated. While gaslighting can be emotionally devastating, reclaiming your power is possible. Forgiveness is a crucial part of healing, not for the gaslighter, but for yourself. Holding on to anger and resentment can keep you stuck in the past. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting it. It means freeing yourself from the emotional weight of the manipulation. Letting go of this weight helps you move forward. One final strategy for overcoming gaslighting is to focus on your personal growth. As you regain control over your reality, it's important to prioritize your own well-being. Focus on your goals, passions, and dreams. By building a fulfilling life outside of the toxic relationship, you'll strengthen your ability to trust your instincts and make decisions that are in your best interest. In conclusion, gaslighting is a harmful and insidious form of psychological manipulation, but it's possible to break free from it. By recognizing the signs, setting boundaries, and seeking support, you can regain control of your life and your reality. It's important to trust yourself, reconnect with your true self, and allow yourself the space to heal.